In Enchiridion, Chapter 1, Epictetus gives us one of the most direct and transformative lessons of Stoicism. He writes, "Detach from the need to please everyone, and focus on what you can truly shape. True autonomy lies in embracing what is ours, without feeling bound by what we cannot control." These simple yet powerful words remind us of one of Stoicism's greatest truths. Life becomes lighter when we learn to distinguish what is in our hands from what is beyond our reach. How often do we live trying to please everyone around us? We seek acceptance in the eyes of others. We fear criticism. We shape our behavior to fit into expectations that never end. But as Epictetus says, this is a path to emotional slavery because we place our peace in the hands of those who cannot secure it. The first invitation in this reflection is, detach from the need to please everyone. This does not mean being indifferent or disrespectful, but rather not allowing our identity to depend on external applause. To be free is to act according to reason and virtue, not according to the changing opinions of others. Next, Epictetus directs us to focus on what we can shape. This is the key of Stoic philosophy, to distinguish what depends on us, our thoughts, attitudes, and choices, from what does not depend on us, such as the opinions of others, external circumstances, or the accidents of life. When we put our energy only into what we can control, we become stronger and more serene. Think about how many worries you carry every day, what others will think of you, whether your actions will be recognized, whether someone will approve of your decisions. But none of this fully depends on you. What you can control is the intention behind your actions, the clarity of your decisions, the integrity of your character. The rest belongs to the flow of life. And so we arrive at the last part of the phrase. True autonomy lies in embracing what is ours without feeling bound by what we cannot control. This is the essence of inner freedom. When we accept that we cannot control everything, we free ourselves from constant frustration. We no longer need to carry burdens that were never ours to bear. Epictetus shows us that autonomy is not the absence of bonds, but the ability to live without being dominated by what is beyond our reach. It is the courage to take responsibility for what is in our hands, and the serenity to let go of what never was. This vision changes the way we face daily life. At work, instead of trying to please everyone, we can focus on giving our best with honesty. In relationships, instead of depending on constant approval, we can cultivate truth, respect, and authenticity. In our personal journey, instead of fighting against what we cannot change, we can invest in improving what is truly under our control. And the consequence of this posture is peace. A peace that does not depend on external acceptance, but is born from the internal alignment between what we can and cannot shape. Today, Epictetus's reflection invites us to ask, where have I been wasting energy trying to control the uncontrollable? Where have I sacrificed my peace just to please others? Perhaps it is time to step back, breathe, and redirect our strength toward what truly depends on us. In doing so, we discover true autonomy, the freedom to live guided by virtue and not by the need for approval. So, remember, you cannot control opinions, but you can control your attitude. You cannot control fate, but you can control your choices. You cannot control applause, but you can control your integrity. And it is within this space that true human strength flourishes. If this reflection spoke to you, I invite you to subscribe to the channel to receive daily messages inspired by Stoic wisdom. Leave a like to support this project, and share in the comments how you have been learning to detach from what you cannot control. Your participation helps strengthen this community of people seeking to live with more freedom, serenity, and wisdom.